why they write my address on the box. There's the only way it gets here. This is the Dewalt 22-inch pole hedge trimmer, the tool only. I got plenty of 20-volt batteries. Yeah. Let's work on that. America. Good. Looks unmolested, unsealed. I mean, unbroken. Now they give you a little sling for it. That's cool. That, and that. There. This goes up like that. Hit the tops. I'm not going to leave it like that, but you can articulate this in all different directions. I think it does a full 180. So you want to go full on straight and do the sides. Now, how do you articulate? I don't know yet. Hold on, little trigger here. So you want to do full on, a little wobble there. So it's not perfectly static. It was 170 bucks. I don't expect the world. It's not like a still product or a gas one that's 300, 400, 500 bucks. So I'm not expecting it to be life-changing or super high durable, but for what I need to do on occasion, it's good enough. I don't need to spend 400 or 500 bucks. I'm not running a landscape business, at least not yet. And we can do the sides. What's weird is you have tension. Is there another? If you lay it down on its side. Okay, so the stress on it by holding it up, the head's kind of preventing that trigger from initiating. So once you get rid of that stress, then you can articulate. All right. So let's extend, lock. Let's find a 20-volt battery. Remove the sheath. It does have a safety on the palm, so that you can't accidentally pull the trigger if you're not right on it. That's funny how you have to lay it down to change it. It's a bit top heavy. Well, it's got a dual safety. Very cool. Very cool. All right. Let's see what this puppy can do. A little thick. I mean, you can't expect this to do the work of a saw, so you have to be careful with it, I guess. No. Alright, let's see what we can do on the tops. Might need to get the saw too, I don't know. It's up there. That's up there. Huh. Might need to get a step stool anyway, which is cool. I can use that. I'm trying to avoid falling off ladders, you know. Watch out for the dog shit. Can I lean this back? That's higher than I thought it was. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking up there, dude. Yeah, I don't see. I'm gonna need a step stool. And some of these branches are a bit thick. Like this guy here. Well, it kind of chopped through. Maybe I should have got the saw instead of this. They have one that's just like this, only it's a little chainsaw. That's a bit tall. All right, let me get the step stool. The only point of buying this thing was to avoid falling off a ladder. But give that a shot. Fucking dog shit everywhere. They pissed all over the house last night when I was sleeping. Fucking Rottweilers, man. Love them, but Jesus Christ, they're high maintenance. I wonder if I should just do straight out. There we go. It's hard to reach. I mean, it's really up there. Shit. That is hard to reach. Okay. Is there a bee or a wasp trying to kill me? Fuck off. Well, gotta watch out for dog shit. It's everywhere. There. Right in the middle of the dog shit. There's a solution. I just gotta strategize a little bit. This thing's got some decent weight to it. And being up there, it's a bit weird. Little angle. And from this angle, it's hard to see. You need somebody behind you saying, you know, the up, left, right. Yeah, see, that's not reaching. That's still not reaching. My balance is like doing this. Fuck me, man. I'm half thinking I should put this back in the box, give it a cleanup, take it back to the store, return it, and get the same one, or order the same one that's got the little chainsaw. It'll be better cutting, because some of those thicker branches it doesn't want to cut through. And I already have a short version of a hedge trimmer, the Ryobi one, I think. I don't really need two, and it's not cutting through even the medium size branches the way I thought it would. So there's no point. I think I might return this. It's 169 bucks, giggity, and get the same one with a chainsaw. That way, at least when you're cutting, it's chopping them fucking branches off. However, getting up to that height is proving to be more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I mean, basically, you want it 2 or 3 feet above the fence, you know. And this is the beginning of the summer. If I don't do something now, these things can grow to 20 feet. There'll be a wall, and then they're top heavy. You know what I mean? Well, there's a will, there's a way. Let me think it over for a second. And this thing is heavier than I thought. I mean, it's got some good weight to it. Trying to negotiate it. You're doing it. So does this extend at all, or is that it? That's it, eh? Hold on. Maybe I'm not understanding. No, that's it. All right, I'll think of a solution and determine the best course of action. I mean, I have the handheld trimmer for baseline shit. I don't need the longer one for down here. The only point of buying it was I could get up higher without having to climb high up on a ladder and risk falling off and fucking injuring myself. But it's still not high enough. Which I don't mind jumping up. I'll be careful, but even then, it's hard to suspend the weight and extend it enough where you're doing this, trying to cut, and you're kind of wobbly. You know what I mean? I don't want to end up in the damn ER. Watch that dog shit. It's not even cutting, even the thin ones do. I don't think it has the power. Maybe I need to stop fucking around with this electric shit. Get a gasser. That might be the. All right. Let me think this through. Make a determination. I got a fucking lightsaber, and you use the force. Done. Awesome. All right. So, what have we learned so far? It doesn't have the cutting power anywhere near what I thought it would. It's hard to manipulate at the very top because that weight ratio is a bit skewed, and it's rather heavy. All in. I mean, it's not like horribly heavy, but when you're up at an angle and all the weight is kind of top heavy, and you're trying to negotiate and it's wobbling, especially when you're up on the step stool and you start to feel your balance give way, and this thing's, I was like, ooh, that's a recipe for lots of fuckery there. Jake Merrick goes to the ER. Trying to avoid making that video. So yeah, and the cutting power, even when I can reach the ones I want to hit, it's just sitting there, it's not cutting through. And these aren't branches that are super thick, but some of them are like that, some of them are like a little bit like that. And then the smaller ones obviously cut through, but... So, what's the solution? Well, I already have another battery-powered hedge trimmer that still works great. I forget, is it a Ryobi or a Dewalt? But, it's good for, just going up and down the sides of it and doing some trimming. It's not something I'd use heavy duty if I was a commercial landscaper type thing, but for every once in a while, it's fine. So, $169 that thing cost, plus tax. I don't see it being useful. So I think I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I just don't start using it, so I'll just give it a wipe down. Disassemble it, put it back in the box, and drive it over to Home Depot and return it. And then I have to make a determination. Now they sell the same model, but with a little mini chainsaw. But again, that battery-powered 20-volt, is it going to have the torque? The chainsaw will probably cut a little easier than that, because that's made for trimming. Chainsaw's made for cutting, obviously. The flip side is to go a little higher and go for the gasser with the mini chainsaw. It'll be more money and loud, but I guarantee you it'll cut that shit quick. Depending on the weight, though. And it's negotiating it high up when it's kind of front heavy. But I gotta have a solution. These things will grow to 20, 25, 30 feet if you don't trim them. We're talking a wall, and then the root that gets top heavy, and one good windstorm, and they're either all the roots are coming loose. It's ripping out the landscaping. I got sprinkler lines going all the way through there. That's zone 3 or 4, where they all get their own 30 minutes of watering. It's turned off right now, but and all these bushes weren't cheap. We had them put in. At the same time we did the palm trees, thousands of dollars were spent. But if I don't get these trimmed somewhat decently, at least by chop a couple feet off the top, by the end of the summer, it's just going to be a wall. And I don't think the root system will be able to support it. So I'm going to check to see what they've got at Home Depot and see what the options are. It's going to come down to the Dewalt mini chainsaw on a pole, or I think if an Echo makes one. More money, they're like $400 or $500 versus $170, But it'll have the torque and the power and longevity. These battery-powered things, they don't really last that forever. Well, I'll have to think that over. Let me know what you think. I think I'm going to go for the gasser, but I want to think it through. Is it worth the investment? I'm going to use it on that occasionally. I don't do commercial landscaping. It's not like I'll be using it all the time. It's a lot of money to spend on something. Or should I go maybe try the Dewalt chainsaw on a stick and I can just do a straight chop? Because the chainsaw will at least cut through those branches. That's not really meant to cut anything, basically thicker than a pencil. Because that's not its purpose. It's just to trim leaves off and stuff. I don't know. I'm going to think it over. Drop me a comment. I'm leaning towards trying the DeWalt electric chainsaw because the cost is still low, given how rare I'm going to be using it. versus investing in another $400, $500, $600 Echo, which seems like a lot of money to spend on something I'm really not going to use very often. And the chainsaw will come in handy to trim away these stupid trees. They put notices on, but so far nobody's showing up to get it done. I don't know who owns these lots and where they live in the country. Some people buy them and they're from out of state, or they're snowbirds. But it'd be cool to have that chainsaw on a stick and just walk in a straight line and chop the tops off. Even though they told me don't do that. Alright, well, I'll think it over, make a determination, make a power choice. Head on over to HD, get it done, and move forward. Have a good day, have a good week. Your boy, Jake Maricat.